So I wanted to make a video. I'm just sitting here in bed about being fired for your faith. I've been fired from my faith more than once, 3 or 4 times, and I just kind of wanted to make a video talk about that. And I made a website called firedformyfaith.com. I don't really have it up and running yet, but yeah. If you've been fired for your faith, then subscribe to this channel. This channel is called Fired for Your Faith. And I just kind of want to, I guess, find other people, out there who've been fired for their faith too. It just seems like sometimes, you can find a great job. You can work real hard. Um, you can be a great employee. Maybe you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't swear. You show up on time. But as soon as you mention your faith, you know, um, man, things just go, they fall apart, and they're never going to say, well, we're firing you for your faith. They'll say things like, well, you made that person uncomfortable. Maybe you said something to a gay person, a transgender, or whatever. I got fired from my job as a flagger with K&D Services for walking up to a guy that showed up on the job site in drag. That's right. This guy showed up to the job site in drag. Like, this ain't a drag show, man. This is work. He shows up. After work, I approached him and I simply said, "Hey, look, you're not fooling nobody. We all know you're a guy." And that's all I said to him. Well, he took that comment, went to HR with it, and they put me on suspension and told me that I had to write an apology. I'd apologize. I had to come to the headquarters and go through like some kind of sensitivity training or something like that. But what about me? I'm like, what about me? Well, what about how I feel? You know, uh, you know. Um, I mean, is it even safe to work with a guy like that who is confused about his gender? If someone's confused about his gender, do you think it's safe to put him on a construction site and give him a stop and slow paddle? I don't think so. The guy's not even right in his head. And I was fired from the gummy factory in Ridgefield, Washington, for simply showing up to work with a shirt on that said "Burn the Quran and read the Bible." So that offended, I guess, some Muslims or something like that. And yeah, they pulled me in the office and fired me over it. You know, and I've lost my job as a cab driver for speaking out for my faith, for witnessing to gays and lesbians and stuff like that. And that's one of the reasons why I started my own company, which is and I named the company Fear God. Right now it's basically just kind of a moving and hauling company. Um, God willing, one day it'll be a trucking and transportation company, a towing and recovery company, maybe a security company. That's kind of my vision. But I felt like if I named the company Fear God and I made that the company logo, then there's no real way that I could lose my job. Obviously, if you're doing business with a company called Fear God, obviously, you don't have a problem with the gospel. And so that's why I did that. But I just wanted to make a video, reach out and connect with other people who've been fired for their faith as well. Because these people are scandalous, these laws that say equality for all, really they're not. They're not. They're basically, yeah, it's just a bunch of special rights, and it's just time. It's special rights and it's persecutions towards people of faith. These people are faithophobic. They're faithophobic. They're terrified of faith, and I think that it's time that we come together because there's strength in numbers. That's how a lot of the homos, they gather together in pride parades, and we have to gather together, and there's strength in numbers. Yeah, if you've been fired for your faith, then then hit me up, because I want to talk to you. Um, I'm not sure if I should put my phone number on here or not. I'll try and leave a link in the description below with maybe my email address or something like that, and the website that I'm working on, which is called firedformyfaith.com. You know, I want a website where people can go, they can put their story down and make it public. And all right, well, God bless. I'm signing out.